What up, YouTube? We're back with the Mercedes on the final chapter of this build. I'm going to give you all the rundowns of the things that were done, okay? So like that, all the misinformation that I have not given y'all, which is the cooling system, wiring, the way wiring was done. We're going to break all that stuff down. I'm going to try to be real quick. I'm just telling y'all what I did. So like that, y'all know what's up, okay? Okay, first thing first is a radiator. Y'all could see it in front right here from side to side, okay? This is a Champion radiator, and it's from an 86 Buick Regal, which is a G-body. I've been getting a lot of comments saying, what the hell is a G-body? A G-body is your Monte Carlos, Grand Prix, Cutlass, Regals, okay? All those cars are on the same frame. They're called G-bodies, okay? From 79 to 87, I think, they were produced by GM and Chevy. So that's what the radiator is, and all the stuff that I said, G-body, like the oil pan and stuff like that, that's what I'm talking about, everybody. Okay, so I got the radiator from the 86 Buick Regal. The original Mercedes fan fits, which is the shroud, fits from here to here perfectly. These little mounts that are here are holding that radiator in. I mean the damn fan shroud. There's the fan. You can see how it's screwed in from here. And from the other side, there it is. And you see how it's mounted to that. The fan mounts on there perfectly. It even the little alignment, see this little thing right here, this little bracket, it sits right here, and the other one sits right here, which is right behind here. So it mounts up perfectly, guys. And I used it because I had it on my shelf, because I'm doing a swap on my Regal next. CTSV motor coming up, so y'all stay tuned. And that's what I did, okay? The radiator is a this is a 3-core radiator from Champion, okay? And it fit in there perfectly, okay? I mean, some mods were done, because this is where the original radiator sits. One of the little brackets is right here, and the other one's on the other side, okay? I had to do some trimming on the bracket here, so I could get to my little filler neck. Okay, this is the only thing I need adjustment on there. Okay, I'm gonna be working on this, on the cooling reservoir, the overflow here. I'm gonna wind up using the original one, which is right here. Okay, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cap this one off, and then right here where the actual the coolant comes out through, I'm gonna put an elbow right here. And then I'm gonna try to find a bar fitting that reduces the 3/4 into 1/4, and that's how I'm gonna feed the coolant into that, so I don't have that there. This is the original one, so that's what I'm gonna wind up doing, guys. Okay. Y'all are wondering, what else did I have to do? Power steering. Okay, power steering. Shit, I'm gonna have to get under the car. Give me a second here, guys. I'll cut y'all right back on. Okay, power steering, amigos. Bam. This is a fitting that I used. Okay, this is a negative. I think this is an 18. It goes into a NA6. And I think the one that I used for the actual power steering is a number 16 on this side. When you go look up on eBay LS swap power steering, you'll find these fittings there, and it's gonna have a pair. It's gonna have a number 16 and a number 18, which is the threaded side, and it's gonna go down to a number 6. This is what I bought. Okay, I think the kit, the pair was like $12 or something like that. So that's what I used for the power steering pump, the high pressure side. All right, next. Okay, let me clean it up right here a little bit. Okay, let's go up there. Let's look up there. All right, the power steering, high pressure side. Oh, damn, I got a little drip right there. I have to go check it out, tighten it up a little more, probably loose. Anyways, I got the high pressure. That's that little fitting I was just telling y'all. And then I got this hose made. This is a hydraulic hose. It's like probably like 2,500 PSI hose. Okay, so it goes like this. You know, I got it from a number 6, and then it goes down. And then it's going to go into the rack and pinion. And that's what it is right here. I got a compression fitting. Let me put the light this way so y'all can see what's going on. So it doesn't, not too much glare. So there it is. It's a compression fitting. That's going to be a 3/8 line, you know, tube line going to that NA6. And that's how I built that little thing for the rack and pinion high pressure side. The low pressure side, basically the hose is coming out. And let me see light again. And y'all see how it's a fucking clamp show. But basically I cut the actual hard tubing on the return line right here. I cut the tubing. Shit, I wish I could show y'all, man. All right, I cut the line right there. Then it goes into a 3/8 hose, and then there's an elbow right there. So I could make the adjustment for it to come right back down into the return of the power steering pump. And that's how that was made, okay? Easy peasy, guys. That was the easy, okay? So let me show you something else. Starter. How the hell was the starter wired? Okay, the starter is right here, guys. This is the positive from the battery, okay? And this, the actual relay, the wires right here, and it goes inside into the car, and I'm gonna show you how I wired that up, okay? Because I'm gonna show y'all everything down here, and then I'll go up there and show y'all what it do. Okay, I got the radiator fan. How was it wired? Your positive and negative that go into the actual plug of the actual Mercedes-Benz fan, I didn't mess with it. It comes with this little wire right here. This is called the signal wire. Basically, I cut it and I ran my own wire all the way inside the car. And I'm going to show y'all how I'm controlling this fan. Okay? And this is the brackets from the bottom that are holding the shroud. Okay. That I had to make. See? Boom. Bent it there. I bent all this on a vise. And these are here because I was going to put a different type of fan for my Buick Regal, but I'm going to buy another fan. Another radiator, so it's no big deal. But that's what I got going on. I have not made the hoses yet for the AC since it's been cold down here, but of course it's Texas, so we're gonna need that damn AC fixed. All right, let's go inside the car. There's nothing else to show y'all down here, but if you want to look a quick look how it looks down here, of course the oil pan lines up perfectly with the cross member. There's the exhaust. I've been getting a lot of bad comments on my exhaust, man. That the cats are too far back and this and that. But I'm going to tell y'all what. You know, I did this design like this with the cats all the way back there. Because this is the way my friend's Mercedes 500 is. The tubes are right here and the damn cats are way back there. And I'll tell you what. I haven't, like, when I run it inside the garage, like, I don't smell like that bad smell from the exhaust, like when it's not burning it right. But I'm happy with it, guys. I understand this is not like OEM. Of course, this is not OEM. But my friend's Mercedes has it like that, so I copied his Mercedes. And it's been working good. But that's what it looks like. No, there's the bell housing, the transmission, my little homemade bracket with the cross member for the tranny. So it's all good. Those little Bud connectors are the original transmission plug. I was trying to find the speedo, but the speedo sensor is actually on the wheel, so you don't even need to do nothing for the speedometer. The speedometer is on the actual rim, on the wheel of the car, so you're good on the speedo. So I didn't have to do nothing for the speedometer. Okay, I am not running the original ACU for the engine. Here's the plug to it. I'm not running it. I'm not needing it. Everything works inside the cars. The signals, turn signals, everything works without it. The radio, all that shit works. The heater. So next, let's come in here and shed some light on what the hell's going on. I took the cover off. I have it right here. I was working on the transmission clutch, getting it a little bit more firm. But let's go inside here and let's dig in. What's going on? How are you doing this shit? How are you controlling the damn AC? I mean the damn cooling fan. Here we go, guys. Oh shit, that's my Phytech screen, my tuner. Okay, here we go. This is what I'm using for the fan. Okay, I got the yellow one. It comes from the actual fan. That's what puts off the signal, the PWM. That's the kind of signal it needs. The positive comes from the ignition. Okay, ignition switch. And then the negative, it comes from my ECU. This ECU here, it puts off a negative signal for the radiator fans, for your relay. So what I did, I just ran the negative wire directly to the actual gadget there. So I don't know the name to it. And every time the ECU clicks on the, sends the signal, the negative signal, that little puppy turns on and the radiator fan clicks on. And here, this little thing, to run that fan, it needs a 10. The frequency is a 10. And then you could adjust the duty. The duty is the speed. I have mine set at 50%. If you run that fan directly, like if you were to cut that signal line, it would run directly, non-stop, and at 100%, and you could burn out that fan quick. Okay, the starter. I'm using a solenoid like this. A relay to activate my solenoid. Okay, one side is my positive from the ignition key, and the other side, it runs straight to that solenoid. Okay, and here it requires a positive and negative. Okay, positive and negative to activate this. So what's going on is I have, when it comes in from the key, I have a loop that goes directly to here. And then I have the ground that comes to the top right here. And then the other side is a ground from the actual frame of the car. Okay, so when I turn the key on, if I could find the damn key, let me see, where's my key at? Because I'm still using the original Mercedes key, guy. If I could find the damn thing. I know I had it in here. Oh, forgive me, guys. I try to have everything ready so I could just like show y'all what's the deal. Shoot. Where's that key? And then it's black and everything's black in here. Oh, there it is. I knew I had it in here. Here it is, the key. So what you do is you put in the key, right? It sends a signal. All the gauges turn on. Everything's on. And like I said, this is ground. Okay, one is ground from the frame and then one goes to the relay. And I have the starter button over here on the center console cover. Basically, I have the wires going to that, and then you just touch the button and boom, it turns on. So what you got to do, like to turn it on right now, is I touch them together. Boom, and it turns on. Okay. That's it. That's how I'm running the starter. All you have to do is let me turn that off, man. I needed my other hands, guys. all you have to do is when you take off this, you unscrew this thing, and of course you got to do all that to take the ignition switch off. There's videos on YouTube that show you how to take the ignition switch off. And I would put the key in there, and I had my light screwdriver, and I would turn it, and I would until I found out which one was the ignition power. And once I got that out, I clipped it and I ran it to my actual solenoid that's right here. See, it's this one, which is the same as the one I just showed y'all. That's right here on my lap. Okay, it's a 200 ampere, and that's what I'm using for the solenoid for the starter. I know this is overkill. You probably don't need a solenoid this big, but I buy these for the radiator fans and stuff like that, so that the relays don't get too hot. I buy these, and these last a long time. Okay, so that's how I did that. And I think that's the only thing I was missing, guys. And the ECU, of course, it's a Phytech. That's how I'm running the engine. And like I was saying, y'all, like the speedo is on the wheel, so my speedometer works. My tactometer does not work. The fuel works. The water temperature does not work. I could get it to work, but actually I check everything here on my water temp, and the actual screen to Phytech, my little screen, it tells me everything. Oil pressure. Oh no, it doesn't tell me oil pressure. It tells me water, voltage, RPMs. It tells me I think that's about all it tells me. The rest of the stuff is the speed. I mean the engine details. But that's about it, guys. But the car's been running perfectly fine. Let me turn it back on for y'all. Just go look at the front. Everything's running good. No noises, no ticks. Oh, I just remembered something. I remembered something right away. Another thing. Let me show y'all before I turn it off. Okay, it's at 58 PSI. That's the fuel pressure. Okay, I was gonna tell y'all, because I forgot about this too. The fuel pump. I did not have to do anything to this Mercedes, as in replace the fuel pump. This is the original Mercedes-Benz fuel pump powering this engine. This was a supercharged 4-banger originally, and when I ran the pressure for the car, it was at 58. That's all a LS motor needs, a stock LS. Well, this one has little stuff in there, but nothing major. And of course, if you're going turbo and shit like that, you might need a little bit more fuel, or you just swap out the pump inside the tank. But I'm using the original Mercedes pump. All I did was I lift the back seat, I clipped the positive wire, and my ECU sends a positive signal to the pump. So as soon as I turn on the switch, the ignition turns on my ECU, sends the signal to the pump, activates it, and it controls the actual pump of the car to work with the LS. And that's all I did. The brakes, everything's original. How did I do the fuel line? Compression fitting. There's the hard line right here. Grab a light because I know this is like something that people really want to see. Okay, there's the hard line. Let me zoom in on it. Hard line compression fitting. That's a 3/8 compression fitting. I had to do the same thing. Those are metric tubings. So it's a 9mm. So I had to sand it. I got some 320, sanded it all the way around until I got the compression fitting to slide in there. Compressed it. Used the number 6 at the end, and then this goes directly into my actual fuel rail. Okay, that's how I did that. Okay, guys, anything else y'all need to know, y'all let me know, man.